Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
It's New Artisan Day today with a gift from Doug Lane.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop here. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why? Come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack. A cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you too.
They would. And for our mention today, we would like to talk about the new car fresheners that they have at Adopted Acres on Etsy. This is in the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas scent.
These are very cool, y'all. The juice is down here. You take out the little plug, you put back the wooden top, and you turn it over for a few seconds. Let some of that oil get onto the strings. Hang it from your rearview mirror and enjoy your commute for the first time. This is our collab scent from a couple of years ago. A little bit of ember from the fire, a little bit of evergreen milk and cookies, and even some leather of the easy chair that Grandpa has near the fireplace. Merry Christmas to us. And what is our soap today?
Speaking of Doug Lane from Adopted Acres, he sent us a surprise package from Soappalooza. So let's meet it.
All right, y'all, new artisan and a new soap. We had to open the box to figure out which one it is. It's called the Black Cathedral from the sales page.
Step into the sanctuary of shadow, where incense coils in the rafters and ancient wood groans beneath your boots. The Black Cathedral beckons. This is no ordinary grooming ritual. It's a rite of passage. Here's the scent profile. Smoky oud and sacred labdanum rise like midnight prayers. Bergamot and clove flicker like candlelight against the brooding warmth of sandalwood, leather, and cedar. Amber and musk whisper secrets from the crypt, grounded by the primal hush of freshly hewn wood. Crafted for the bold, whether lathered in the hush of morning or splashed on after dusk, this duo leaves a trail of reverence and rebellion, smooth, smoldering, unapologetically dark.
Now, Doug Lane knows that these two sentimental old Catholics are on a mission to find a shaving soap that smells exactly like the incense from those dark ancient churches that we love so much. And it looks like this might be a step in the right direction. Let's take it out of the box. Y'all, we love ordering from the artisans themselves because it gives them a chance to package these exactly the way they want. And they gave us stickers! Hollow stickers! Thanks, y'all! We had to tear it a little to figure out which soap it was, but here's how it comes wrapped in tissue paper with the beautiful colored crinkles. And this is the soap that you have come to see today. Look at that label. Wait a minute.
Look at that color tub. It's kind of like a neon thing.
Still feels kind of heavy. Doug! You got us the splash.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, buddy. Hold on a second. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Is this alcohol or witch hazel?
It starts with aloe.
Option C. Fabulous.
I gotta say, from the looks of this label, it does have a nice dark kind of cathedral vibe going on.
I'm thinking the Dark Tower from Stephen King.
Right?
Like that. And here are your perfect friends ready for this perfect first impression. Don't be a loser. Use Soappalooza.
Brilliant.
There it is. There it is.
Although, it's a little confusing because there's a full stash and beard. So maybe there's supposed to be a head shaver if we're in the shaving vibes?
Maybe. And if you turn it upside down, it looks like somebody just got really surprised by how good the fragrance
The eyebrows
was.
and stuff.
All right, take it in. See what you get.
First.
You are
goodness.
going first. You know that Catholic smell even longer than me. I converted when I was in high school. You've been a Catholic your
I know.
whole life.
I was an altar server. I had to help carry around that little thing.
You know, I love your dress, Father, but your purse is on fire. That.
You really had to try not to cough. Your eyes would start watering and you're like, pull it together. Everyone's watching. Don't be the one that coughs.
There's always that one guy, either at church when the incense comes out or at the theater when you turn on the smoke machine. Now, we know that smoke doesn't bother anybody, but there's always somebody in third row that's got to have a giant coughing fit about it. You know who you are.
All right, back to smoke.
All right, here we go. Take it in, see what you get.
Let's see if this smoky kind of oody incensey thing.
So curious.
There is room to lather in there if you want.
There you go, Foxy. All right, take it in.
Okay, it is black and dark in this one, but I do think it has a little of that incense in there. It kind of jumps into an oudie kind of a thing, but I'm getting like damp stone in there. Not like muddy or anything like that, but you kind of get that scent of when the stones themselves have been having like rain for a while. They just kind of soak up that little wetness to them. It's adding to the darkness of this in a fun way.
Interesting.
So there's these little discs of incense that you put in, and before you light it, that's what I think this smells like. It's not the smoky overhaul that comes after. It's kind of like the pre-smoked incense.
Right, the charcoal-y?
Yeah, a little bit in that lane.
Yeah, our church used these self-lighting incense pucks that have a little bit of like lighter on top. So when you light it, like it sizzles for a second and then it slowly burns and turns gray.
So a little along those lines.
Right.
But I don't smell like any of the lighter fluidy thing happening with it. It's more just that charcoaly kind of puck of it happening. I do feel like I should be reading like a mystery novel or something. Like there's a little spookiness factor happening here. There's like a lot of age at this location. This cathedral is super, super old. There are lots of stories here.
Love that. The last cathedral we covered was from A&E and it was super bright and light and floral and modern.
Totally opposite here. So I understand the black cathedral, that color, just the age, the time that's there. I don't get anything green or in those herby spices.
Gotcha.
It's much more in those deeper, darker sides. Not danky, not like moldy or anything like that, but it's just age that's kind of coming with that stony vibe. There's something at the end of it that cleans it up a little, but it still stays in that kind of black to gray scale kind of color. For people that like to know the colors I'm getting,
Gotcha.
I am really getting that. Okay, if I hadn't read black or seen the label, I think I would still say those.
Is it pokey?
No, but it's not trying to be anything that it's not.
Ah, okay.
I don't think I'm getting like a petrichor vibe, but I do get the dampness with the stone still coming through.
Right.
So it's not like the one from PAA that's more like the forest floor or anything like that.
Gotcha.
It does kind of just have that dried stone kind of thing, I think is what I want to put my flag in. It doesn't quite go like the rainforest one from PAA where it does have that more damp, earthy kind of tone.
Right.
I'm thinking it's more the actual stone itself that has that dark kind of color coming through.
Like a castle in Transylvania?
There you go. I would go with that for sure. Okay, so you liked London because of how that darker, deeper sides. It's a different way of doing that, but I would put it in a similar kind of category, I think, if that helps.
Gotcha. Now, London was not sweet. Part of why I love it, but dank, dark, and dry. What's the sweetness layer on this?
Oh no, I was gonna say the same thing. Like charcoal to me is not a sweet scent.
No,
like,
right.
So think of those drier, stony kind of things. Like that's why I was trying to say I don't think there's any petrichor because that goes a little sweeter to me. This doesn't have that. This has the dark, kind of foggy evening.
I want to try. Oh, it's a beautiful tub.
I love the color. It's kind of fun and neon.
Thicker than I thought. Y'all, look, I can't push this down and put a dent in it. It's hard. Oh, I woke up the deaf dog.
It's a sturdy tub, let's say that.
Yeah, wow. Okay,
it
here we go.
looks thinner, but it's not.
Beautiful pour. Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah?
Oh, I see. Wow. Okay, wait. I didn't think this was possible.
Right?
This is something straight out of my grandfather's farm.
Oh, okay.
Earthy, rich, dense. Half of it is soil. But here's the thing. This farm was out in the middle of the San Joaquin Valley. It had not been farmed for all that long, and that soil was so rich and mineralized. Like we swam in the irrigation ditches because the scent was just so beautiful. And there is no softer feel in the world than the bottom of an irrigation ditch that's flooded against your bare feet. If you know, put it in the comments. The other half of this are some of those beautiful smells that you only get on a farm that's been there for 50 years. Moss that has been established. Patina, dirt that has been established. Darkness. Absolutely beautiful. This is like the barn on a summer morning. Wow.
It's rich. It's just dark.
Yes, right. This is wild. This is so real. The only place I have legit ever smelled this exact scent is when they're plowing the earth on the farm. I am just flummoxed how this is whisking me back to those times.
I almost was getting some of the catacombs and stuff that we went to in Italy.
Right.
Like there's something about that. It's just been away from the sun for so long.
It's age.
You know? Yeah.
Ancient smells are in this. And I love what you said about the stone of walls. My grandfather's farmhouse had a basement and it was stone. not concrete, stone and like mortar and plaster. And this is what it smelled like. And for some reason, the walls were always kind of dripping. Like it's that kind of thing. I mean, the well sat nearby.
Yeah. It's not brick. Like, that's different to me. Somehow it's the stone.
No, this is not brickwork. And you know, I might send you over to Terra Preta from PAA, originally called Dirt, or the Dirt Bar from Sterling. But that's kind of the jumping off point, and then there's far more in here. Those bars go to like new dirt. This is old.
Yes.
Ancient, darker dirt.
I feel like this land has been around for like centuries. Like, that's what I meant. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of things that have happened at this place.
And I know this is going to sound a little weird, but farmers always walk out on their front porch in the morning and go,
Yep.
and take in the beautiful fresh air. Now, that beautiful fresh air always has a sense of dirt to it, mineralized dirt. But after you've spent some time on the farm, this is the scent that you kind of go nose blind to, because this is the scent soundtrack of being on a farm. So I love smelling it because my body takes it in as something that I perceive as a neutral scent that I associate with family time and holidays and being out on an adventure where you get to play hide and seek with the cousins after dark around a farmhouse and all of the nooks and crannies and barns and greenhouses and outhouses that you have to hide in. That's where this is taking me back. So if you are wondering why we would want a shave soap that mostly just smells like dirt and smoke, look at my face, because it smells like real dirt and real smoke. I can't overstate that. But I don't think anywhere else in our collection do we have something that absolutely accurately takes me back to that memory. I wouldn't need to change this one molecule to be that day on the farm.
It's just something almost like on a soul human level, like something about that like mineral of the earth itself that you just kind of know. And it's in there captured in a wonderful way. And it's not trying to be prettier than it is. It's just being itself.
Well, to continue on with the Catholic metaphor, we are dirt, and to dirt we shall return. And on that note, let's look at the scent notes and build you a lather. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at soappalooza.store.
We have smoky oud and sacred labdanum to start things off.
I love they said sacred. You know, it's interesting. How are you getting the oud? Because for me, it's not really pushing through the soil note real strongly.
Right. I don't get anything as smoky to me. It's more like the charred side somehow.
Ah, okay. Already been smoked.
Right. Like there's no actual smoke coming off of the oud in the moment of me smelling this.
And then labdanum, deep, dark, golden, and resinous. Beautiful the way it's being used here.
It's adding like a drier quality to the scent somehow, I think. And then we have bergamot and clove.
And bergamot. Now that is flummoxing because I'm not sensing any kind of light, bright citrus in this at all, but maybe it's just being one streak of sunlight so you can see how dark it is.
I think my brain thought that was like the soap base because this is a new artisan to us. So I kind of think I was perceiving it as
wait
that.
A minute. Right, wait.
So try not to get that.
Wait a minute. Oh, I get it. Okay, you know how we always say you need a little patchouli, you need a little oud to be the dark for all the lights to sit on?
Yeah.
This is the opposite phenomenon. You need a little bit of bergamot in there, absolutely familiar, to be the light, so you know how dark this really is.
Right. It's kind of like the flashlight that's pointing at it, so
it's
you can
there.
see it.
I am embarrassed to say it, but it is absolutely there. I just missed it.
We just got excited about getting those darker sides.
And then you know what's funny? The clove is adding a bit of spice. We have a little perfumer's organ going on over there with about 100 raw materials in it from Perfumer's Apprentice and Freighter Works. One of them is a clove. And I was shocked when I first smelled that, how deep, rich, smoky, and not sweet it was. Smoky was kind of its defining characteristic.
Much drier of a
scent. So I wonder if that's kind of how we're getting the smoke in here, because that would be inspiring, because it's not cade. No. If you know cade, that's kind of what California forest fires smell like. It's not cade at all.
I'm curious when we open the splash, because I think some of these might talk a little more to us over there.
Right. And then, sandalwood, leather, and cedar. Okay, definitely buy the leather and cedar. And you know what? That thing that's making my mouth water, I don't know why, but it is the leather part of that. A really deep, spiced, cured, barber chair kind of leather.
It's funny, I have to find the leather. That brought me to the cedar sandalwood side. But without those, I almost couldn't find the woodsiness happening here.
Right.
No wonder you're being taken to the farm. That makes so much more sense.
A peppery cedar just to be a white wood under the surface. And again, I'm not really getting the sandalwood, but it might be just a little bit of creamy clean for all these darks to kind of sit on.
And then we've got amber and musk, which is grounded by the primal hush of freshly hewn wood.
Now, amber for me is like morning sun. Clean, bright, beautiful, vanilla-ish. I don't get it in here, but again, I think the way this is upside down, it's using a little bit of that amber sense so the darks can be the lead singers.
Yeah, take another whiff. I think the amber and the musk are just rounding out that end of your whiff enough that you would actually wear this throughout the day and not just at that very specific time of your shave.
And you know what? It's the amber that keeps this from being terra preta. It's the amber that makes this go in an entirely different direction when it comes to those earthy mineral smells.
But it still has that dry scent to it somehow, where I think terra preta to me smells a little more wet. This is completely more that drier side.
Right. And you know, there was a little bit of an air of spookiness to my grandfather's ranch. I remember one day he was tossing some things into the shrubbery, and I was like, "Are you fertilizing?" And he goes, "No, we got your Aunt Nova's cremated remains back. She wanted to be scattered here in the garden." Okay. He was like, "Oh, there's lots of people out here." What? I know. All natural causes.
Hopefully.
Allegedly. Well, here's the part I've been waiting for to see what this Soapalooza lather looks like. Oh,
okay.
This soap has been dried a bit. There is some definite pushback to my stick. I love that. I think the more firm soaps give you a little bit more in the lathering. I think that's why Martin de Condre lets theirs dry for like months, right? It's almost flaky when you put it in the bowl. I thought this kind of almost looked like an incense thing from church, right? And then this is my Moon Soaps Hemingway brush made by Zachary Kent. What a craftsman. And this is my Captain's Choice brass bowl. Y'all, they are not charging enough for these. Go check them out. A little bit of water from our Sean and Julie Memorial Bougie. All right, y'all, our first goal with this dry brush is just to get a little water on the bristles and start transferring the soap up onto the brush. We don't want to build a lather yet. I want to do that among the bristles of the brush. So I'm just going to transfer the soap first of all. If I need a tiny bit of water, I'll grab some with the bristles, and about every 30 seconds, I'm going to turn the brush in my hand and give the bristles a new orientation to come at that soap with. I have started listening to audiobooks while I shave at night, and it's fabulous because you can just build your lather for 3 or 4 minutes, enjoy that aromatherapy, and listen to Annie Wilkes, Hobble, Paul Sheldon. It's fabulous.
I don't know why, but my brain, as soon as I smelled the soap, expected it to be like a dark black kind of charcoaly color.
Right.
And even looking at the lather, I'm like, that color just doesn't match what the scent in my face is getting.
Right. What if they made like hot pink lathers, blue lathers, green lathers? I wonder what the brethren would think.
Right? I know there are like perfumer grade coloring, but I don't know if that works here for like on the face action. So. Might be a little sketchy.
Y'all, look.
Yeah, new artisan lather.
Hold on. Boy. What's the first ingredient going on in this? Are we looking at stearic acid?
First is distilled water, then stearic acid.
Ah, knew it.
Yep, and then lots of butters and fancy oils here. Okay.
Is it tallow?
I do not see tallow on here,
gotcha.
So there you go.
Impressive. Look at this. I can hardly see the bowl.
Super padded. Look at that.
Beautiful, y'all.
Wow, now that I've taken a break and come back to this, it's less of that darker side, and my brain's actually getting some of the amber and the musk and the leather and cedar.
Bergamot. I'm going to say it.
Oh, yeah.
And this is something you'll only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Aunt Nova's out in the garden with on 3. 1, 2. Yeah. Oh,
it woke up there.
This is even more real.
Yeah.
If that's possible. This smells more real than the actual real dirt smell.
But then this almost got prettier. Like I'm getting more of the actual labdanum, the bergamot, the clove. There's a little more character coming out here. There are days where you're in a mood that you want a scent like this. Not what you'd expect.
Right.
But it really does kind of scratch that itch in a way. It really works.
Well, my grandfather coming off a long day of plowing is not going to want to smell like a Ventus.
It's a little bit abrupt.
He just doesn't. He would want to smell like something like this.
But this is like naturally clean in its own way somehow.
Well, charcoal is like the cleanest thing in the world. It's what they give you if you've been poisoned to clean it out kind of thing. I know
Wow.
we never talk about lather here in the Barbershop Duet, but are
Holy
you
moly.
serious right now? Look at this.
Fun new artisan day,
I'm
I gotta
saying.
say.
And y'all, we love watching Doug Lane shave his face. Sometimes he FaceTimes me while he does it, but we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet. I want to see.
Or feel.
Holy crap, I could barely feel the brush at all.
It looks dense.
It just felt like a little bunny was giving me cuddles. Oh my God, you got to try that. That's wild. Hold on. And I thought when I touched it, it was going to be super foamy.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's super thick and protective.
Yeah, no, it feels you can't even tell there's tiny bubbles in there.
Holy crap. Tiny bubble. This feels like the Martin de Condré
Super protective.
soap that we just did.
Like that
Wow.
padding, the density is really consistent.
Wow.
So the Howard Shave section is going to be fun, I think.
One of the creamiest lathers I've ever felt.
Thick and dense somehow. I am getting lighter sides to the whiff now. I've got to say, it got a little lighter.
right.
Still underneath, I can totally get that smoky oud and all of that deeper,
Yes.
darker, denser side.
But I'm getting more of the cedars. I'm getting more of the woods and stuff.
It's opening up a little bit more here. It's got a pretty finish, let's just say.
Well, y'all, the sun is starting to go down on the farm. Why don't you come along with us? We're going to take this down just a little bit deeper before it's time to go home. Kind of fun that Doug Lane from the farm sent us soap that smells so much like a farm to me.
Right? I get the Cathedral tie-in, though, for sure.
All right, so let's tick a few boxes. This being a new soap and all. Intensity, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, it's got a good potency.
4.5 out of 5. Super potent.
But it was interesting. As soon as you lathered it up, it almost got a little tamer.
Ah, right. And while we rarely discuss price, new artisan, $18 for 5 ounces. And y'all, I can't overstate how thick this tub is. Beautiful. And this will be interesting. Definitely the darkest splash in our entire collection, I think. But I am curious to know what's going to happen when it goes on to the moneymaker. All right. And we're about to go for a walk out in the cemetery. So this
This would be
actually
fitting.
might be an inspired
Smells
choice.
like some of those old headstones, I'm sure.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I
Put this
was
on.
wondering if this would happen.
Put this on. I'm getting a little Southern Witchcraft throwback here, which is fabulous. There was way more going on in this.
Okay, so I get more of the incensey side of the oud now.
I'm getting a sweet oud out of this.
Oh.
It's rising to almost be the spine of this. Lots of sweets are coming in from the nooks and crannies now.
I actually get the clove and the different
And the
woods
bergamot.
coming through. Yeah.
Lime is in this. A little orangey.
This will be fun to have outside because it's actually kind of cool and breezy today. This kind of smells to me what fog kind of smells like.
And you know what? I'm totally lying. This is not the darkest splash in our collection.
No.
I think this is the darkest soap in our
Yes,
collection.
I'm with
but
you.
This splash lightens up considerably and absolutely beautifully. I'm even getting floral.
Yeah,
out of this?
I think even like the sterling dirt bar to me is lighter, like kind of like
Yeah,
this zone.
in
Like
this.
it gets pretty at the end. It's almost too pretty to be dirt. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Like it's kind of opening up. Maybe you already went to mass, so you're feeling a little bit better. I don't know.
Shades of aftershaves?
Yeah,
From the 60s and 70s?
that woodsy kind of side.
Yes, absolutely beautiful.
Oh wait, the leather.
Wait a minute. Yes, right. Wait
might
a
be
minute.
the
Like
leather.
a sweeter suede kind of thing. Hold on. Wait. Oh yeah, this is so different. Smell this now. No sweet in this.
Oh, no.
Lots of
Yeah.
sweets in this.
This is
I
the
wonder,
cleanser kind of
yes,
part.
has it been rebalanced? We'll have to ask.
Maybe it's just what happens in the soap base versus in the splash, but I kind of like that it's darker in the soap. And then the splash is just that nice little finish at the end.
I'd like to be alone with the splash, please.
You're a nighttime shaver. There is something about having this at bedtime that I think would be super soothing for the soul, man.
This feels like bougie camping. This feels like you paid people to set up a whole bedroom out in the middle of the redwoods for you.
Kind of set up in like the ruins of an old campsite. Like there's just something about the old stone fire pit or something that's around that this scent is still attached to.
I get the cathedral sense. I get a sense of the vestments in here. I get a sense of the pews. Beautiful.
This dry down is wonderful. It goes back and forth from being dark and damp and dank to then being pretty and bright and a little musky. Like it really has movement in here.
These two are kind of apropos.
Wow, good picks, my
This
friend.
episode.
This is actually a fun scent to start off with a new artisan. I have to say,
Agreed.
It's kind of bold in a good way, but I really am curious if they're going to actually throw this down, what those other things are going to smell like.
Oh, they have a barbershop on their way from Barry. Love that. Something cherry tobacco-ish.
Oh, interesting.
But you know what I mean? Like, that's more the lane of the splash.
See, and now I'm getting more that dried incense meets leather thing. Like,
Right.
I can't tell you if it's like a white knight, like...
In white satin?
Maybe. I feel like I should be reading like some kind of medieval cool story.
What would you say the splash was centered for you? Because I don't get the soil note at all in the splash.
I'm getting the leather, the amber, the woods. Right. There is kind of like a sense of knowledge still happening here, but in a nice kind of deeper like tone.
Right. This is more of a library scent in the splash than a cathedral, I would say. I almost get the sense of books.
Right, that leather-bound book kind of thing.
Right. I remember getting a Disney-inspired candle called Beauty and the Beast, and it was librarian rose, and I thought, how perfect, except it smelled terrible. If you added a little rose to this would be that Beauty and the Beast library. Throw on a rose aftershave, mix it with this, layer them.
Because they live in an old castle, too.
Right. But there's something friendly and really sweet at the bottom of this that's very welcoming. Like, come on in, have a hot toddy. Can I get you some coffee?
Is it the clove and, like, the musk or something? Like, there is something welcoming about this place.
It's the amber scents, however they're building that in here. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Sister Sophia standing out in front of the church after Vespers. Father Francis is going to walk by and say, hey, sister, mass out. And she's going to say, no, but your hat's on crooked, and you're going to get your own. So head over to soappalooza.store to find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with the Black Cathedral, and I can hear some of you out there wondering, why would you want to put dirt on your face? Why would you want to put something so dark near your nose while you're shaving? Well, y'all, I think it comes from our own shared experiences. My best times growing up were spent on my grandfather's farm and in a funeral home. So it's not exactly the funnel cake soaps that ignite my inner child's memories. It's smells like this that take me back to swimming in an irrigation ditch with Barry, Aaron, and Nathan on a bright summer afternoon. And y'all, the formula, Soappalooza is an artisan to watch. Beautiful, comfortable, functional, great post-shave feel. Felt like my razor was ice skating, and that's my favorite kind of shave. Thank you, Doug and Soappalooza. We will be back for some clip joint. Hey, welcome to Messages.
So for our January giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Sterling Soap Company.
One of our absolute favorites, y'all. And all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first February episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
Once all is said and done, I think the mineral sense inside the soil is what remains for me, and I love that, because when I would go to bed at my grandfather's farm, this is the sense that I had on my clothes, on my skin, in my hair, from a fun day wandering around the ranch house, finding adventures with my cousins.
I do like the name. It puts you in the right mindset to take a whiff of this and really just let yourself escape into the story of the Black Cathedral.
Right.
I like that this aftershave is a little lighter. It's got more of that foggy finish to send off, but you do feel protected. You do feel taken care of. So maybe that's the goal. Leaving the cathedral, you want to feel like you got that little protective layer on here. But I gotta say, I'm excited for us to shave with this because that lather was thoroughly impressive, my friend.
I am so grateful to Doug and Kara for sending this out for free to review. What a Christmas present. Thanks, y'all, and please expect retaliation.
I'm excited to get to know some more from Soappalooza, so let us know what we should try next. Don't forget your next point with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.